it's Moobit here, your friendly media manager from GamerDad.co.uk, Moobitmedia, and all the other lovely stuff. Back with some Infinity reviews, so you guys can see what all the fuss is about and try and understand them, because your kids are probably bugging you for them for Christmas. And here he is. Here's Groot, one of my favourite characters, and Rocket Raccoon, of course, from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and comic books. Quick overview of the packaging. They all pretty much look the same. It's a blister card, different size blister card depending on what you do. Little thing showing you put him on the portal and he appears in the game. Video game required. He's great for collectors though. If you're into Marvel, these things are brilliant just for display purposes, if nothing else. Thing to note about, this is where people get confused should I say. He's got crushing strength for heavy duty defence, so that gives you an idea of the kind of powers he has if you put him in the game. Now, unlike Rocket, who, if you saw my last review, he works in the Avengers level and the Guardians of the Galaxy level, which are these clear plastic things right here. These you put those on the portal, they unlock like the main sort of chunk of the game. So this is basically New York. When you put it on, and you play as the Avengers, or you can play as him, and you do various missions and things like that. Groot, however, only works, as you can see on this thing on the back, in the Guardians of the Galaxy level. And the level that you get, you have to buy a 2-pack, which is Star-Lord right there, and Gamora in a 2-pack, and you get, in the middle of them, one of these shaped like the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. So Groot will only work, in the main portion of the game at least, in the Guardians of the Galaxy level. But he will work in the toy box, which is the secondary part. The game's in sort of two parts. When you first boot it up, you can go to play Infinity, or you can go to play Toy Box. Toy Box is like a Lego set, Minecraft, that kind of thing. Lots of preset bits, race cars, race tracks, bits of houses, tree houses, things like that. And you can make your own little games in there, a bit like the Forge mode on Halo, if you've ever played that. So all figures, and I know I've said this before, but this is for those who are already hardcore gamers. This is obviously aimed at the gamer dads as well, who are mature gamers and might not read a lot of magazines like you guys do. All of these figures, all work in the toy box. Even the old figures from Infinity 1, like Mike and I don't know, Mr. Incredible, all of these work in the toy box on Infinity 2. So you can make your little dolls houses, and you can make racetrack games and things like that, and play as all these characters. And every Infinity 2 character also works in the toy box. When it comes to the main part of the game, which are the level bits, these things, only certain figures work on certain ones. Hopefully that makes sense. There's going to be a post on GamerDads and my personal blog, so you can see which ones work and which ones don't. But in the meantime, let's get Groot open and see what it looks like, shall we? And here is Groot opened up and out of his packaging. And as you can see, even if you don't play the Infinity game, if you can pick these up cheap enough, these things are really cool to display. I mean, look at him. There's Groot. He's got a lovely little paint job, all different shades of brown and things. Hope the camera's picking that up. It all kind of fades into different darker and then fades up here, up to his head, which is a lovely sculpt as well. More based on the comic books than the movie, but still awesome. And he's standing on what looks like another part of a broken spaceship just there. On the bottom, you've got Marvel Infinity 2.0, and this is like the RFID chip, if you will. When you put this on the base, it unlocks Groot and lets you play as him in the toy box and in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Size comparison, here he is next to his buddy Rocket Raccoon. Obviously not to scale, because Rocket Raccoon is usually a bit smaller than Groot, but in the comics Groot does grow to different sizes. So I think they look lovely together on the shelf. I mean, check them out. The purple of Rocket and the yellow with Groot's sort of tree-ness overlooking him as Rocket fires off his badass guns. Lovely little thing. That is Groot, basically, in a nutshell. There's not much more you can say about these because they're static figures. But let's get him on the portal and show what his character does in the game.
And once again, you join me on top of Avengers Tower with 4. Just to get Rocket's good old mate, buddy pal, I am Groot! There he is. Now, see, there's your example right there, what I was talking about. Groot cannot play in the Avengers playset. He can only play in the Guardians of the Galaxy playset, which is the levels with the various missions and things. However, it does let you go straight to the toy box when you put him on. So we'll go to my interior. And there you go, we've just loaded up my interior and it's unlocked a Groot costume, which is these little mini-me's running around. And it's also unlocked a Groot picture to hang on the wall. This is something my daughter's been working on, but as you can see, Groot's running around, making a very thumpy noise and leaving holes in the rug, which is pretty cool. Here we are, here's what I mean by costume. That's Mike. And you can throw him around and just mess about. I am Groot! Now. In fact, we'll get a little mini Groot up now, shall we? Let's see what happens. There he is. So there you go. There's your little mini-me Groot. Looking all awesome. There's Wreck-It Ralph in the background. I am Groot. Whoa! And yeah, he's got big attacks with big leafy ness, which is pretty cool. I am Groot indeed! And this is some things that my daughter's been playing around with. You got little Hulk from unlocking Hulk before. But yeah, that's an idea of Groot and what it looks like. And obviously in the Guardians of the Galaxy level, he'll play very well. But until next time, I have been Moobit. You can follow me on Twitter and YouTube and all that other lovely stuff, Moobit, and on Twitch TV and Facebook and all that, Moobitmedia. And until next time, I'll see you tomorrow with another Infinity review in this series. And yeah, hope you really enjoyed. Ta-ra!
I like to move it, bit, bit.